Okay, so for the first thing I want you to do is, your strong hand is, or your dominant hand is, if you, would you write with, brush your teeth with, whatever, your dominant hand, because you don't have any weak hand. This is going to be your main territory. This is just going to be a helper. Okay? Your non-dominant hand is going to be a helper. And all this is from the natural stance. I want you to practice in the natural stance, okay? Now, if your legs get tired, just come up, but come up in a defensive stance. Start practicing blading yourself. Never talk to anybody like this or like this. Hey, yeah, what's up? Kind of always blade yourself, okay? You don't have to do it all the way, but kind of blade yourself. Because you want to be able to, you want to be prepared to dislocate somebody's knee if you have to, all right? But with this, I want you to practice from a bladed stance, but preferably from the neutral natural stance. Okay, so what you're going to do is, with your fingers, not your thumb yet, and for grip, these bottom three fingers is your strongest grip. Even though you have your thumb and everything there, if you're going to grip a baton or you grip a stick, use these. Make sure those three fingers, don't be doing like this. Make sure those three fingers on there. The thumb is not the weakest head, the weakest part of the hand is not the weakest part. It's just not made for grabbing. So where the muscles are connected, they're weak. Like with a thumb, you have a very powerful grab. But if somebody goes against your thumb, those muscles aren't there to kind of contract like these fingers are. Okay. And that's probably, let me get back into it. I have a tendency to go off what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, anyway, with your fingers and your thumb wrapped over just like a fist, okay? Just like a fist, like you're making a fist. Put it around here. I want you to practice bringing this to hit your arm. You should hear the noise. So here, see where my thumb line ended up? So I'm starting here, up. It'll automatically do. I want you to hit your arm. The other way, hit the back of your arm. So you hear the sound. Now you'll learn to control this, because if you hit it too hard, it's going to hurt, especially that side, okay? So what you're doing is you're basically kind of controlling the ring with your grip. That's why I'm going to show you how to work on your grip, okay? So when I'm going this way, you don't see it, but my hand and my brain are working together to say, hey, slow it down because it's getting ready to hit that part of your arm. Same with here. If it's going back, my brain is telling my fingers, squeeze a little bit, stop it before it really breaks your arm. It's kind of like, if you ever work nunchucks, it's kind of like working nunchucks too. That's why the practice, it's going to take some time, but I'm going to show you another exercise to do that I got to get back to my hat. We'll show. Okay, so once again, this way. You're hearing that sound. It's hitting this part. The other way, it's going back, hitting that part. Okay, so this is an exercise. 1, 2, 1, 2. And don't kill yourself. If you see blood and bones start popping out, stop. Just do it to where you hear the noise. Now I want you to go, like you're here, turn your hand over. This way. You're still hitting your arm, okay? And by now it might be stinging, but that's okay. Don't be a baby. So here. And I don't want you to go like this. See my shoulder? I'm not doing all that. I'm just doing here. You barely see my shoulder move. So I'm using this. And we're going to do exercises to get that strong. Okay, I'm going to show you before this video ends. Here, here. Okay, so let's go run out of time. This is my light exercise. Okay, of course, do it with both arms. And if your ring gets in the way, take it off. Okay, so both arms, 12 times. Remember that number 12 is going to come in handy. That's a dozen. Okay, so we're doing a dozen exercise. So you hit the arm, okay, 12 times. Now what I want you to do is same position, sideways, up and down. I want you to stop the ring here. So instead of hitting your arm, you're stopping it right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can be here, you can be there. Doesn't have to be like that, right in front of you. It could be, it's like that, it's like that. As long as you stop it, but I don't want you to stop it to once it almost get to your arm. I want you to stop it here. Now on both sides, here, stop it, stop it. So instead of doing this, where you're doing a beating exercise, you're stopping. But guess what? Up and down too. Instead of doing this, you're stopping. Now what you're doing is you're controlling your grip. You're learning to control your grip. And if you've been doing this for years and years and years, it's going to be like eating cotton candy, okay? Very easy. When it comes here, your brain is telling your fingers, stop it here, and you stop it there, okay? And this is all from your grip and your feeling in your hand. So you're not hitting your arms, okay? That's the first exercise. This is the second. Up and down. Now, this is with both hands, of course, okay? Both hands, 12 times. So this, and I'm going to start rushing, but I got 4 more videos on the ring and stopping, okay? This is important. And so is this. This is for a reason why I'm making you beating your arm besides just toughen them up, okay? But you're stopping it, okay? So it's 2 exercises you got to practice. And if your neutral stance make your legs tired, come up, okay? So those 2 exercises. This is the next one. I want you to take it here, and what you're going to do is you're just going to turn it, kind of like you're doing a sun punch, sun fist. You just turn it, okay? And you're punching, like in the strikes I showed, I'm punching from a center line, right? Now I'm showing you this. My hand is coming in, elbows a fist away in front of my solar plexus, and I'm punching with my shoulder back. I'm not going to go like this and fight in a real situation, but I've been doing it so long, that's where I'm going to punch from. I'm not going to punch from out here. This is a good boxer's punch, a good karate punch. Those are good, and they're powerful, but so is this. If you've been doing this for like a lot of years, and you punch with your body behind your weight, your weight behind your punch, and you learn how to do that chi, and you punch from here, yeah, you're going to make a big difference. This is okay. This is the way everybody learned. This is the way I learned. But from my fighting experience, and I did fight Kumite for some years, so I know it works, because this is the way I used to get guys all the time. They're coming at you. Normal punches is coming, you're punching from your outside of your body. Not too many people punch from the inside. A lot of Wing Chun guys do. But yeah, it's a little bit different. So this is what they're going to get. And my punch is going to be on the inside of them punching like this. My punch is coming straight down the center line to whatever target I see open, okay? So I want you to practice this. I know it's a long explanation, isn't it? Here, and just like in your isometric exercises, remember, you're pulling. So I'm punching here, but I'm pushing out, and I'm pulling back with this. So my exercise is here, this one is punching out, this one is pulling back. Then I switch, punching out, pulling back, okay? This is going to be working a lot of different things. And I don't like to tell you how things are going to turn out, because you may kind of miss the things that are important, the foundation. This is what I'm showing you now is the foundation of the ring. Okay, so from here, just like my center line punching theory. Punch from there and pull back with this. So exercises here. Okay? So you're basically doing this. Just like in the striking exercise, okay? So 12 times. And I want you to do it about this speed, okay? Of course, in a real situation, and this is, if somebody grabs this, and of course, if it's out there, you want them to grab it. I've been using it so long, I'll put it out there, and if you want to grab it, that's on you. If you grab it, it's going to be a mistake. But this is for this exercise, okay? And the ring is going to show you how to get yourself ready for my grappling, which I show. If I have somebody like this, and I imagine that I have the ring in my hand, and I do this to their body or whatever I have, head, if I have both their arms, I can make them hit themselves because I'm used to doing this right here. And of course, there's other moves that come with it. And as you see, I'm turning, which makes this more powerful. This is the exercise, but it goes with this. If you watch the stance video and you practice your shifting like you're supposed to do, okay? Same thing with the ring. This is like standing still, but when you shift with it, okay? Which gives it more power. This right here, if somebody held on to this, they're not expecting it, and I twist this, and one of these, the bottom or the top, is going against their wrists, and they're still trying to hold on to it, snap, crackle, and pop, okay? And if you turn with it, it's even worse, all right? So exercise 3. I know I do a lot of explaining, but you got to. Okay, exercise 3. Exercise 4, and I kind of cheated and went to it ahead of time, is the switching. If you got to watch the stance video. If you're in a neutral stance, you practice 50% of your weight is on both legs. When you turn, your back leg is bent, and there's probably about 30% of weight on your front leg. That's the turn. So you can get ready to push off the back leg or lift the front leg up to dislocate the knee. Okay? So this is the switch. Switching is important. Practice your switching, like from the video. So, exercise 3. Exercise 3, exercise 4, and that's 3 with the switching, okay? And you're not going to a bow and arrow stance. As the video show, you're just doing a half here and you're stopping it there. Okay? All right. That's exercise 4. Okay, exercise 5 is going to entail, remember, slapping your wrist from your forearm, up and down, stopping. Okay, you got those. Still from the neutral stance, and if your legs are tired, come up. From here, it's kind of like a lot of nunchuck people understand what I'm talking about. This is going to be your position. If this is your dominant hand, power hand, you're going to have your ring tucked right in here. Kind of like in the pit of your arm, I guess, or armpit. Is that called an armpit? So from here, you're hitting the back of your arm, but this time you're not going to hit the back of the arm. You're going to come here. And to come here, you got to draw your hand in. Here is fine, but as I come in, I'm pulling my hand back. There, okay? So from here, pull my hand back. And of course, when I have people practice, I have them have their Wu Sao up, okay? But you know how to get it out the way. Don't keep your hand here and break your hand, okay? But just don't put this hand in your pocket when you're fighting. You fight like you train, okay? So from here, back of the arm, bring it here. Kind of like, whoop, bring it in. And practice with both hands, 12 times, okay? And you'll learn that you're not using shoulder too much to bring this around. You're using your wrists. Now I'm going to show exercises for that, okay? So bring it here. There, bring it there. And if it goes here, that's okay. Just to exercise. You're not going to be perfect, okay? I'm kind of recovering from a shoulder rotator cuff injury, so I keep forgetting about that. Get the arm, bring it back, okay? So from here, I think it's exercise number 6. My hand is down here just to show video purposes. 12 times. Number 6, I guess it's number 6. From this position here, you're going to strike out. Bring it here. And don't worry about the numbers too much, like this is number 5, this is number 3. Just look at the video and start doing the training and exercises, and it'll be like a routine for you. Okay, so you did these, okay, and it doesn't have to be in any kind of order. If you want to do this, make this number 1 to start the day off with. If you want to make this number 5, as long as you do the different exercises. Okay, so from here, this position here, you're going to come out, okay, and you're going to come out to right here and bring it back. So from here, come out, bring it back, out, bring it back. And I'm in the neutral stance, but if you can do that pretty easily, if you can practice your switching a little bit, that's fine. If you want to turn, but it's kind of better to just do it from here, from the neutral stance, just for the practice. So from here, the holding stance, you're going to swing out, and your target is the chin, temple. I'm gonna get in a horse stance so you can see a bit better. This is your target for the ring. You're not hitting any soft spots. You know, this will sting on my shoulder. It'll sting on my thigh. But if it hits my knee or my shin or my breastbone, my collarbone, my throat, my chin, forehead, ouch, head, it's going to hurt hands. So your main goal is, remember, we're trying to go for damage. We're not trying to fight just to fight. We're protecting ourselves, but we're causing damage. So with this, I'm not going to really strike at you unless I see some place where I can damage you. If you have your hand out, I can hit your hand with this because I've been doing this so long. It doesn't take, I'll say about a year maybe, but if you have your hand out, especially with a knife, I can hit your hand before you can even move it. And this is probably going to break it, hard as I'm going to hit it too. Okay, so, because of course later on, you learn to hit, you got to hit trees, branches, bark. You got to see what it feels like to hit something so it won't pop out your hand, okay? And the more you hit stuff, that's why you should order 2 of these. The more you hit stuff, the better you're going to be at it. Okay, so I'm getting off the subject again. So, from here to the holding position, swing out, and you're aiming for the chin, the head, anywhere. Don't specifically aim for the chin, aim for the head area, okay? And of course, you can hurt somebody pretty seriously with this. So, unless you're really protecting yourself and you can kind of prove, because these days you might have to prove that you're protecting yourself. Hopefully somebody's filming, like, hey, and always say, hey, stay back, get back, or whatever, instead of just running up to somebody and popping them in the head. So your target is the head area, okay? So here, and you have it out because you're coming back down, back to the same area, okay? And as you get better with this, you'll learn to, like I'm doing, like you see me doing, like using the mechanics, it makes it even more powerful. If I just went like this, just like a regular guy just picked it up for the first day, it's gonna hurt. It might even knock the person out. Of course, it could take their life too, so remember that. So the exercise is from here, bring it back. 6 times, both hands, okay? So the other exercises are 12. This is just 6, okay? 6 each. So the wide swinging exercises are just only 6 each, okay? So here, and I'm coming across. Now I want to go from here. 1, back. Now I'm going up and down. Okay, so the exercise here. Now you know what they're for. Come across. I'm expecting a delivery, that's why I keep looking that way. Come across, come down. And you're still going for the head area, okay? So this is one exercise basically. I was just trying to show you this part first, one at a time. But the whole exercise is here, cross, up, down, okay? So here, here, and if you can hear, going that fast, when it makes that noise, that means it's gonna hurt when it hits you. Some positive feedback from a couple people. Anyway, peace.